What up, guys? This is another Tuesday tip of the week, and we're right now amidst the peak of holiday season, right? By the time you guys watch this, you'll have gone through Thanksgiving week, and you're really getting into, having an opportunity to be going to Christmas parties, to, different work parties, but all based around the holidays, right? New Year's, you name it. But a lot of you also have fitness goals, and you want to stay on track to reaching those fitness goals. And so today I want to specifically talk about how you should be fueling, how you should be eating, and the things that you should be considering in and around these parties and or activities that you're going to be surrounded by. So my first piece of advice is this, right? And I don't mean you need to go grab one of these Hydro Flasks, but I mean that you need to stay hydrated. And the reason is because a lot of the holiday temptation that we're going to see is because we are not well equipped enough to be meeting our natural hydration needs and our fuel intake. And so if you just do the due diligence of making sure that yourself stays hydrated throughout the day, you are less likely to binge on the meals and the food that you're surrounded with that might have less than ideal macronutrients that are going to help you meet your goals. Tip 2 is that if you're going to a party the night of or going to a lunchtime party at work, don't skip meals before you go there, right? I used to have this mentality of like, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not eat all day long, or I'm going to eat as little as possible so that then when I do eat at this party, it kind of naturally filters into my macronutrient portions within itself. And the truth is that never happened, right? Like I would overindulge all the time in carbohydrates because everything's sugar laden, and also, processed foods, which is the good stuff. I enjoy it. And I'm not discouraging you from enjoying it as well. But what I want you to do is think about trying to fulfill the natural needs of your macros throughout the day. So do your thing, like be normal, eat your breakfast, have your snacks. What this will allow you to do is make more educated decisions when you do make it to the party. So you don't have to say no to everything. Like indulge a bit, but also you're not going to be so starving that you're just going to overload and overload and overload. And then that calorie consumption may set you back for a day and a half or 2 days in the future. So be consistent with your nutrition throughout the day. Another tip and advice is this is for you guys that aren't tracking your macronutrients right now. So that means you might be out there and you just kind of try to eat healthy, or you're like, Adrian, I just really don't want to gain too much weight throughout the holidays. But I'm not a strong dictator on how my day in and day out macronutrients look. Well, my advice to that is eat more protein at these meals, right? Or at these get-togethers, and avoid most of the sugar type foods. And the reason I say that is because if you're going to be consuming alcohol at these parties, you got to remember that's going to have a similar effect of just other carbohydrates that you're going to be eating. So if you're going to be drinking drinks, have less of the candy, have less of the cake, right? If you're not going to be drinking drinks, you could probably have a little bit more candy, but the goal is to have the root source of most of your food consumption to be in the protein sources that you can find. So a lot of times it's going to be like deli meats and platters and cheeses and that kind of stuff around, but that is going to be what least affects you, or at least sets you back from having a ton of like water retention the following day and or feeling a ton of bloating. That way, if you got a training session coming up, those are things that you can kind of consider. But my biggest thing that I want you guys to take away is that the holidays is meant as a time to enjoy yourself. So don't be the person that shows up to the party with your Tupperware and you're weighing and measuring your food. I think there is a time and a place for that, and this isn't that. Unless, of course, you're getting ready for a sanctioned event that's coming up like next week or something. Then, hey, do you, and congratulations on making it that far. But the idea is let loose a little bit, enjoy yourself, but also have a plan on how you're going to do so. Enjoy the holidays and enjoy your family.